What's up guys, Tony here with High Tech Check. I know it's been quite some time since I've made a review. Had a few life changes, moved across the country, and now I'm back and I got something really special for you. The LG Cinebeam Laser 4K. This projector was actually introduced at CES, and it's been quite some time since then. I actually ordered this probably about a month ago, and it finally came in, and I believe that I'm actually the first one to do an unboxing for you, so I'm pretty happy about that. I hope you guys are too. So let's go ahead and see what you get inside the box. One more thing, ordered this from B&H Photo. Kinda suspect because the box had already been opened, it looked like. So you guys might want to rethink the B&H Photo thing. I hope to God that everything's okay, because how am I supposed to prove that it wasn't already open since I got it? But anyway, let's go ahead and do the unboxing. So here you get your little LG Cinebeam thingy. Got your little manual, magic remote. You get some little rubber feet, it looks like, and you get a couple AA batteries for the remote. So here it is. Let me lay it down for you. You can get a better look. It's not terribly heavy. It's got that nice rectangle shape. Here you have your focus and zoom buttons right over here. Got your handle. Seems like it's made out of aluminum. It's pretty sturdy. Here you have your headphone jack, your USB, and a HDMI. Here we have the cord reel thingy that pulls back the cord. Let's go ahead and stand it up. Oh, and you have your speakers, and if you can see inside there, it's got a nice opening for the speakers. Here's the back. And here's your cord. Pulls out, and then when you want to retract it, you just hit that little button back here, and it pulls the cord back in. Very cool if you want to take this around with you. Let's go ahead and look in there. You got your cable connection in case you want to hook up an antenna or something like that. Your other HDMI port. It's got a USB and your optical input. Looks like it's USB 3.0 too. That's pretty nice. And here's the mirror. And the projector, you got your little arrows here, the power button. Do not look directly into this. And there's the mirror. One more thing I wanted to mention here. I know a lot of people haven't got a chance to look at this very well, but here are the 4 mounting screws. You just take these out and then you can put a mount on here, which I plan to do because I want this to be out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up and give you a little preview of what the image looks like, and kind of like what my first impressions are of this thing. I'm very hopeful because I've been waiting for this thing forever. It was about just shy of $3,000, and it's supposed to be 4K, but it's actually 1080p native, and because the little DLP chip in there can produce double the pixels, it gives like a faux 4K image, which should be pretty close to 4K, but it's not as clear, but it's pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead and set everything up, and let's take a look at what that looks like. Okay guys, so here's the projector all set up. I just have it standing upright on a box here using the mirror. So that's the first way I'm just going to show you guys. I'm also going to set it up without the mirror. My initial impressions right now, the picture is amazing. The only problem that I can see right now, I'm hoping that it's only using the mirror, is that in certain areas it'll be very clear, but all the way up at the top corners it gets out of focus, and I'm hoping that that's because of the orientation that I have it in right now. But like I said, I'm going to lay it down without the mirror and I'm going to see if that affects it too. But when you look up close here, I'm not using a screen, I'm just using my wall right now because I don't have my whole setup set up. Excuse the mess. But I really, to tell you the truth, I can't even really see any pixels. And it's amazing. Now this picture that I have right here is about 125 inches diagonally, and it is set on the vivid picture mode right now, which is the brightest you can get it. So it's on vivid, and like I said, that's the brightest you can get. Now from what I can tell, there is no setting to change the brightness. You can't adjust contrast, you can't adjust brightness, you can't adjust anything except from the picture mode. That is it. So you pick which picture mode you like and you're kind of stuck with it, which kind of stinks, but that's the way that they made this. And I looked through the manual and they give you like a couple pages of this and that and really nothing else. So another thing to note, that this does not have anything but keystone. So you can adjust the projector up and down and it will automatically adjust the picture with it, or you can adjust it manually, but you cannot, there is no adjustment for left and right. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you can't have this thing directly in line with your screen, you're going to have a picture that doesn't look very good. So that's another thing to keep in mind. The Magic remote is pretty cool. It works really well. It's got a little scroll mouse here. It's very responsive. If you take a look at the menu here, you can either hit the settings button and it'll bring up the settings over here, or you can just hold in the button and it'll bring up all of the settings here. So here we have picture. I can't see. So here we have the picture. We have a smart picture mode, which the manual doesn't tell us anything about. Picture mode, I have it on vivid. The brightest it'll get. Aspect ratio 16:9. Minimum energy saving, so that's the brightness. Again, if you put it on minimum, it's going to be the brightest it'll be. The picture test, it just checks for problems with the picture quality. Basically, it puts up a picture, it says, hey, is this clear? And if you say no, it says contact LG, which is kind of ridiculous. Here we have the sound. Now as far as the sound goes, I can tell you, it seems to have stereo sound. Sound comes from the left and the right side of the projector, and it is very clear. It's the best sound I've heard coming from a projector so far, so that's something really nice, especially if you don't have a huge sound system to use. Here we go, sound mode. You kind of change the balance. I don't have anything set up with the optical, so I can't change pretty much anything except for the balance. So that's it for that. Your sound out. I'm just using the internal projector speaker. You have the optical. You have sync, which I'm assuming is like the Bluetooth. Audio out from the headphones. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, and then auto volume, I have that off. AV sync, adjust audio streaming. So if you're using like Bluetooth, you can adjust the timing. Your sound test, let me hit that. Let's listen. I don't know if you can tell, but that sounds amazing. It's not like super loud, but it is so crisp and clear. I think it's great. Like I said, that's the best that I've ever heard coming from a projector. Let's go back to the settings here. Sound test, okay, and then your channels. I don't have anything hooked up as far as the antenna, no cable. Your network. So this is one thing that I was wondering, do you need to have a wired connection for the internet? And the answer is no. It connects wirelessly to your Wi-Fi router, and you can do the screen share from your phone. So you can do either one. So you don't need to have a wired connection. You can watch YouTube and everything wirelessly, which is pretty nice. You can do, like I said, wired connection, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct, and here's your general. Language, kind of all the basic stuff, power saving mode, auto, see there's the auto keystone and the keystone. That is pretty much it. That's the only adjustment you get, either manual or auto. I just have it on 0 because it's right in front of my wall. Projection mode, you can flip it in case you want to mount this upside down. Auto power, high altitude. You can use the wireless LG keyboard, help, screensaver, self-diagnostics. And that's pretty much it. Let's see it for the safety. Program locks for your kids and kind of stuff like that. Accessibility, pointer options. You can pick your different little pointers here. Tracking speed you can change. I have it on slow and that's still super fast for me. Audio guidance, it kind of says the things that are on the screen in case you can't see very well. Closed caption, power, sound, high contrast. That's, I guess, just for the menus. And that's pretty much it. That's all you get. I mean, it would be nice to have a little more fine-tuned adjustment, but they just said, hey, this is what you get, and that's all you get. So if you guys don't like that, then this projector might not be for you. Let's see what else we got here. You can change your inputs. Live TV, HDMI, screen share, that's what I was talking about, or all your inputs here. And the Magic Mouse you can calibrate it very easily. If you push it over, it only goes so far, and if you keep moving your hand, then it just calibrates from there. So you kind of just move your hand to where you need it, and then it works. So that works really well. I mean, that is pretty much it. Oh, let me show you the, here are the little apps, YouTube, Netflix, which is kind of nice. You can always go to the LG content store and download more stuff. I downloaded Plex. You got your web browser, your TV guide, music, photo, stuff like that. Let's see. Your live TV. I can go ahead and show you, let me show you YouTube real quick. Now this is in a lit room. I have all my my lights on in here, and I do have all my windows open. They don't have any shade, so it's fairly bright in here. You can still see the picture fairly well. It's not as good as I would like it, but you can still see the picture kind of good. And I'm going to turn off the lights and show you what that looks like. So here's YouTube, there's that kind of stuff. So yeah, that works pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my lights off now and let you look to see how the picture looks with all the lights off. So as you can see, it's still in a kind of well lit room. There's no other light except for the light coming through the windows. And as you can see, the picture is still pretty amazing. I have my Xbox One X hooked up to the projector right now. And it is in 4K mode, Ultra HD. And I don't know if you can kind of see over here, it's a little blurry. And then as you get over here, it's very crisp. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I don't know, again, like I said, if that's because of the mirror or if, that might be a flaw. So if you can see, the letters down here are they're a little blurry. And then as you get like around here, it's very clear. And then watch, I'll show you, I'll adjust. Watch the select over here, it'll get crisper. See, now you see how the select is nice and clear, and then if you look over here, it gets a little blurry. Now I'll make that clear, and then the select gets blurry. So like I said, I'm hoping that it's just a mirror and it's not a flaw in the projector itself. And that's how much adjustment you have for the zoom. That's zoomed all the way in. And that's zoomed all the way out. See, now it's even worse. If you look at the select here, it is horrible. It's so blurry. And then when you look up here in the corner, it's very clear. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Guess you gotta try to find a happy medium here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set it up laying down without the mirror, and we'll see if it's still blurry or not. So now I have the projector laying down without using the mirror. I can definitely tell you that it does affect the picture quality and the way that it focuses. Everything now is in focus in all corners, which is great to know. Guys, you guys can see here. As you can see, everything there is very crisp and clear. And as we travel up to the top, it's still very crisp. As you can see there, it's also very crisp. Very nice. So, again, if you want to get this projector, you're going to want to mount it flat, not using the mirror, or you're going to get some spots that don't look very clear, which is kind of disappointing. But that's how this is. And as far as the fan noise, it's not super loud. You can decrease it by using like an eco mode, but you're going to decrease the sound, the picture quality and everything like that. So if you're listening to a movie or something like that, you're really not going to notice the fan sounds unless there are periods of time where it's like super quiet. But really, when you're paying attention to the movie, you're not going to be paying attention to the sound. So, but I'll let you listen to what the sound sounds like. So that's the fan. So again, like I said, this is my initial impressions. It's very good. The picture is amazing, especially for the $3,000 price. One more thing I wanted to tell you: this does not turn off if you accidentally move in front of the laser, like some of these short throw projectors. So you really need to be careful not to look into the front part of this projector. Just so a little FYI there for you. So again, this is just my initial impressions. This is not the full review. I will be doing the full review after I've tested it for probably about a week or so. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you get notified when that review video comes out. If there's anything you guys want me to check out, anything to test, please put it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to test that out for you the best that I can. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell to let you know when I put out new videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.